What's up, yo? Mike Trampe, MikeTrampeTV.com. We are back for another edition of The Breakdown. I got my main man in the house, DJ Pain One, straight out of Madtown, Wisco. Man, what's the deal, DJ Pain One? Talk to the people, say what's up.
What is going down?
What we're going to do right now, we're going to get into the actual show, The Breakdown. We're going to go through 3 tracks with DJ Pain One. First track, we're going to go through King Louie featuring Juicy J, Pusha T, My Hoes They Do Drugs. Very, very interesting record. Definitely is a Juicy J track in my opinion. It's got that feel. It's got that turn up, that, you know, trippy sound, whatever you want to call it. You know, I mean, I'm not going to front. These guys aren't my favorite type of rappers, but I can definitely get down with them. I respect what Juicy J.
You don't like Pusha T?
No, I love Pusha T. You didn't let me finish. But I should have specified King Louie and Juicy J really aren't the type of people I listen to like all the time. But Pusha's definitely up there. You know what I mean? So, but I dug the track. I want to know, how did the track come about? Like, you had this beat, and you're like, "Yo, I need these guys on it." How did everything come about? Or did you even know you wanted these guys on the track? Like, what happened when you were making this beat? Did you have a plan?
That's a controversial question because some real funny, unfortunate business went down with this record. Absolutely nothing to do with King L. Shout out to King L. Shout out Lawless. Shout out Epic Records. It was the people that were intermediaries between me and them.
Okay.
And it's, you know, it's stuff I don't even want to talk about. I alluded to some of it, and Sarah J, you know, she put herself out there. So, you know, if you want to know, it might come out eventually. But it was an ugly situation. Basically, I had no idea. Well, I'll just focus on the production process, because
let's focus on the production. We don't have to dive in all that if you don't want to, man. It's not a big deal. Yeah, let's production side. Like, how did everything come about that way?
You know, I really like the '80s R&B sound, not the up tempo kind of post disco R&B, but the right blend of soul and electronic elements, you know, just the crazy reverb and everything that a lot of '80s R&B artists were using, like the Tina Marie kind of sound with the nice bells with the reverb and everything on them. And I really was trying to incorporate that sound with contemporary hip hop, and this is one of those records. And you know, I don't know if I have a signature sound out there. I was kind of trying to make that my signature sound. So had the single been bigger than it was, and that's partially due to the funny business that it wasn't, because it was a great record and it was about to change a lot of people's lives, but it didn't. So
what project was that off of?
It wasn't. It was supposed to be on King L's debut album on Epic Records, and then it ended up just kind of. I think it went on his mixtape. Gotcha.
Okay, that's what it is, man. Cool. We're gonna get into a clip of My Hoes They Do Drugs. We're gonna check that out right now.
It's my hoes, they do drugs. Who am I? I'm King Louie from the shop. Molly, ecstasy, and Mary. Yeah, my bitches, they stay high. And I don't know if they write stories, but my bitches, they back. Give me head till I'm sleeping. Compliment me when I'm fly. Is you high? Yeah, I'm high. Smoking heavy till I die. With a bad bitch beside.
Alright, hopefully you enjoyed My Hoes They Do Drugs, King Louie, Pusha T, Juicy J, DJ Pain One on the beat, man. We got some information on the background of that beat. Gonna get right into the second joint that DJ Pain One produced. Probably my favorite out of the 3 joints he sent me. 50 Cent featuring ScHoolboy Q. Can I Speak to You? Very smooth track in my opinion, but still had kind of like a gangster vibe to it, especially with Q on the track, with his crazy ad-libs, I guess you would call them. I don't know. I love Q. I love 50, so I think this is why it's my favorite joint. I think it's a laid-back joint. I mean, talk to him. How did this song come about? I'm very interested to hear about how this song got put together, how you got both of these guys on the track, and, you know, how your beat got selected.
I don't know what the actual process was, because I wasn't in the studio then. I really only met 50 Cent once at G Unit. But honestly, and this is a happy story, because I love the G Unit A&Rs. You know, shout out to all of them. And Who
we talking? Dre, Tony G.
Yeah, this one was Dre, but shout out to Tony G too. This one was Dre back when he was A&Ring for them, and you know, I had been sending him tracks back and forth, and he always was telling me, you know, Pain, one day I'm gonna get you this 50 Cent record, trust me. I was like, cool. I mean, but it took some years, but one day he called me up and said, "Hey, I need all your info for this, the album art, you know." And the cool thing that they did, because this dropped on 5 Murder by Numbers, because it was supposed to be the 5th album, and then they just released it.
What year did that come out? I can't recall.
2012.
That's okay. That's what I thought. Okay,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And they listed not only producer credits, because you know a lot of releases nowadays don't even credit producers, which is I got a major problem with that. But they also, in addition to listing producer credits, they listed Twitter usernames too. So you know the song goes on YouTube, it might get a it's either 1 million or 2 million right now. But everybody sees it's produced by DJ Pain 1. So
that's dope.
That's yeah. To me that was cool. I would have liked to have been a part of the process, but the way that the song turned out was cool. I wouldn't have changed anything.
What wow, I'm getting a crazy echo. All right, that's better. What YouTube channel is that on? Is it on 50's Vivo or like it's on his Vivo account? Dope. That's what it is, man. That is definitely, like I said, probably my favorite joint out of the 3. So we're going to get right into it. 50 Cent featuring ScHoolboy Q. Can I Speak to You? Produced by the one and only DJ Pain 1. Let's check it out.
Throw it up, one hand, wave back at the bitches, I'm silent. Right before I snap, I'm violent. I come myself to tussle, I'm the boss in the muscle. Boy, I feed your ass brass knuckles. A nigga come creeping through the fog. If you're scared, get a dog, get a mail, cause a bitch will get you both in the mall. Now peep the punchlines, I'm punching these are knockout flows.
Alright, that was the second joint. 50 Cent, ScHoolboy Q. Can I Speak to You? Produced by the one and only, like I said, DJ Pain 1. He's on the breakdown with us right now. We just went through 2 tracks. We are about to get to the 3rd and the last track. This is a big record for you, I think. I mean, The Game, Jadakiss, Styles P, AR-16, Last Supper. It's a big record, man. It's a big artist on there. I mean, like, let's talk about how this record happened. Who put you in touch with these guys? Was another A&R? Did you have a direct relationship with one of these guys? Break that down first, and I have another question.
Yeah, I have a boring answer. This was actually just right by the book. My manager, Ivan, shopped it to Game. I think it was through his relationship with Cool and Dre, because they were executive producing Jesus Piece, I believe. I might be screwing this all up, but so let me backtrack. But it was definitely through Ivan, who I believe you know.
I think so.
Yeah, Ivan, you know Ivan Rivera. He messes with iStandard a lot.
Probably sure I do.
Yeah, so he sent it off, and then he called me up and said, you know, they're gonna do this record. I didn't know that Jadakiss and Styles P and AR-16 was gonna be on it, but Jadakiss, I mean, if you don't like the Lox, stop listening. Stop calling yourself a hip hop fan. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And that's how I feel, and I even said it because and I appreciate you for sharing this. I did a beat breakdown, not this kind of breakdown, but a more in depth, talking about what elements were actually in the beat and how I created it. And in the intro, I said, Jadakiss should be one of your favorite rappers, just like he's one of my favorite rappers. And people were like, why? If I got to explain it to you.
Man, name me one whack Jadakiss verse. Please, someone in the comment section of this video, name me one whack, and leave a link. And we'll debate
and explain yourself. Don't just name a verse.
Yeah. And explain yourself. And me and Pain will take that and make another show, the breakdown of your comment. If it's if it makes sense. If it's just some straight up bogus shit, we're not doing it. But yeah, that's now AR-16. I'm not gonna front. I'm not too familiar with them. I mean, I hear a lot of artists on a daily basis. But I mean, who's he affiliated? Is he a D Block affiliate? Is he affiliated with Game, or is he just someone solo?
I have no idea.
Oh, you don't know either?
No.
Interesting. Yeah, that was one of the main questions, because I was.
Yeah, but it's a hell of a debut if that's what it was.
Oh, it's an absolute hell of a debut. Right. I mean, honestly, I think they all outshine him on the track. I don't think he was a standout artist. Nothing against him. Shout out to you, AR-16.
We have a D Block bias anyway.
Yeah, I love Styles and Jada, man. You know, I would take them over the Game any day, and that's no disrespect to the Game either. That's just my personal opinion. So you got this record. Now, what project was this off of again?
It was supposed to be on the Best Buy edition of Jesus Piece, and it wasn't.
And so it just wasn't put out?
Yeah, I put it on Painkillers.
Why?
On Painkillers 3.
It seems like you got these big songs, and the last two you said weren't, or no, was it the first one and this one, they weren't put out. I mean, what is up with that? Is that normal practices for producers?
No, man, I think I'm cursed.
Huh.
I think I got like the AZ curse, you know?
Yeah. That's a whole another episode right there. What the hell is going on here? All right, man. Well, I think it's a dope track. Obviously, it's got, you know, 2 of the locks on there. Let's get right into it. The Game, Jadakiss, Styles P, AR-16, Last Supper. Let's check it out.
It's the hunger pains that make niggas hateful. That's why you can't break bread with the ungrateful. If he can't look in your eye, then he can't face you. Waiting for him to try, and he can't wait to. I'd rather die out here, jail ain't the place to. I had a 9 to 5, I sold bass too. I beat the shit out of
that was
niggas.
track 3, The Game, Styles P, Jadakiss, AR-16, Last Supper. We got the one and only DJ Pain 1 hanging out with us. He just broke down all 3 tracks, give us a little info on them, a little info on himself. DJ Pain 1, man, we appreciate you hanging out with us on the breakdown. New series we got going on, talking to producers, we're talking to industry people, we're talking to everybody. You know, we just want to get a little brief information to everybody's lives, not just these artists. You know what I'm saying? I think the artists get a lot of shine out there, but it's a lot of stuff going on in the hip hop industry that a lot of people aren't getting noticed for, and they should. So that's what we're gonna do here. We're gonna be talking to everybody. Mike Trampe, DJ Pain 1. You just watched the breakdown. Make sure you tune in for the next episode. Peace.
Sound without focus is just
noise.